Good day, my craft along buddies. This is Jennifer with Just Crafting Along. Welcome to my channel. Good day, my craft along buddies. It's me, Jennifer, with Just Crafting Along. And today we're going to dive into the Crafter's Companion template library. And it's going to be the blue recipe cards and the blue templates. So I have already decided to do number 6. But if you do open up your recipe book, you can have a index that shows you where all the cards are located or all the projects. Most of these are cards. There's a box and a handbag, but the majority of these are cards. And this is number 1, number 2, number 3, sticky, number 4, number 5, number 6 is going to be the one that we're going to do today. Number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10, number 11, number 12, number 13, and number 14, and 15 is going to round us out. And that's going to be the end for the recipe book. So some people do take the recipe card out. I am noticing that when I take my recipe card out, they're starting to kind of give a little bit on the edges. So I'm gonna leave my recipe card in just so the edges don't fray, but you can most definitely take it out. The directions are gonna be on the back. If you have a good look right here, this is directions and how to cut it out and how to use the template. If you close up your book and you go to the template library, it's easy to do. All you do is look at the very top where it says number 1 is C-fold card, and here's C-fold, so number 1, and then you go to number 2 would be the Gatefold heart card. So you can just see, you just follow number 2 is the page. So we're gonna go all the way to number 6 is the Curvy Gatefold, and if I turn it to page number 6, it's gonna be the Curvy Gatefold. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this one out, because these ones are sturdier than the cards themselves. So we're gonna go ahead and take this one out. Put that inside here. Go ahead and fold up your template library. Put that aside. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on the Curvy Gatefold card. And all you're gonna do is open up to your recipe book. And the recipe's on the back. And if you look on your actual template, it will tell you that for the card base, you need 1 sheet of 8.5 by 11. And for the matte layers, you need 2 sheets of 8.5 by 11. Here's my card base. This is going to be 8.5 by 11 for white, for the base of the card. My matte layers are going to be light blue and black. So, and to get started, all you do is line this up like this. Make sure it's kind of straight as possible. And if you're watching this video to get ideas of how to use the template library, I say get it out and just go for it. It's not hard to do. You just have to find your way of making it easy for you to do and enjoyable for you to do. Because when you enjoy using a product, you go back to that product and you want to craft more. So I suggest just breaking it out and playing with it. So we're going to do that. I am going to use my embossing tool. If you didn't want to use embossing tool, I'm sure if I had a bigger pencil, it would be better. But you just kind of go in the grooves and you go around with your pencil. So you can go all the way around here, and now do the embossing tool also so you can see. So very well could be if you had a pencil that was a little bit maybe thicker at the bottom, it would fit in the base better and make straighter lines maybe. I'm not for sure. I haven't found anything that I like so far. I do like the embossing tool. So for score lines, some people put a dash so you know it's a score line. Some people just draw a line. So then you're going to, right where the score lines, you're going to also draw a line or dashes or however you want to do it. Just don't do it too hard because then you have to erase the lines. So what I do with my, I guess it's an embossing or scoring tool. I shouldn't say embossing, more of a scoring tool. I got this one from Hobby Lobby, and I love it. So it just directly fits right in there, and we just kind of go along the lines. So we want these lines to be kind of straight because these are the lines we're going to be cutting. These lines are definitely going to get cut. This embossing tool fits right in that edge right there, and you can feel it kind of just take it and groove with it. And we're going to go all the way around. One more time right there. So then if you want to, oh, gotta do the scoring. Getting ahead of myself. So these are your matte layers that you can build inside. So we're not going to do those ones quite yet. We're going to set this aside. And we're going to put that to the side. So here's our, what we're going to use to cut out. If you want to use, I use big scissors and little scissors. Big scissors to go straight across. And you want to go on the line or kind of close to it. See, told you I don't do straight. I never have. Some people use a self-healing mat and a straight edge to cut. I don't. I like the scissors. I feel like I have a little bit more control, and it's a little bit more precise than I am with a X-Acto knife and you know, trying to cut on the healing mat. I'm not that good yet. Keep your bigger pieces for scraps. You're gonna want to come in here with a little bitty scissors. And I find if you turn the paper, you don't get so many choppy lines. And it's a little bit easier to kind of do. So now I'll show you another trick. If you do get the choppy lines and it's not quite lining up, I'll show you another trick that I learned way back in my early crafting days when you had to use stencils and before cutting machines really, and you had to use stencils and cut everything out by hand. I will show you how to kind of get rid of some of those marks and make the edges a little bit straighter. So after you cut this out, you're going to go to your scoring side right here. If you have a bone folder, that will work too. Anything with a straight edge, you can use a straight edge of your scissors also, so I'll show you that. So we've already scored our lines. We're going to kind of bend it a little bit right here, and you want to use your bone folder to smooth out those edges, or you can take the edge of your scissors and run that along the crease also. Whatever you have on hand, you don't have to have a bone folder. Just anything that will push those edges down and give them a good crease so the card will actually close. So we're going to bend this in. And again, you can use the size of your scissors for good. And any size scissors, these ones will work also. Or you can use your bone folder. Okay, here's our card base. And see these little lines, how they're not quite straight? What you can do is take yourself an emery board and you can just file those edges down so they're kind of smooth and they're rounded and not kind of pokey. Like right here is a little pokey. You can see where I turn my scissors a little bit. And you can just kind of go around those whole edges to make it the way that you like. Okay, so here's our card base. Lines up pretty good. closes great. So we're gonna set that aside. You're gonna take your color that you want on the outer edge. You are going to, this is gonna be my one on the inside, and my black is gonna be on top of it. So this is what it's gonna look like. So if you wanted the blue on this side, you would do the biggest matte layer on the outside, and then your blue would be the inside. So we're gonna go biggest layer for blue, so this one is gonna be our blue. So I'm gonna line this up on my piece of paper. And feel free, if you know you're not gonna reuse this blue, you can put it right in the middle of the paper. You can put this wherever you want. I'm gonna line up right there. So I'm gonna take my scoring tool, and we're gonna go on the biggest line right here. These are our first set of layers. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna find those. I will just go ahead and go straight across the top. So on the black one, just gonna put it wherever. We are gonna go right here, right here. We are going to trace. So it's gonna be the inside line. I'm not for sure if you're gonna be able to see it, but you would just run your pencil through here. And I think another good thing with the pencil marks is that you will know what you're cutting and what you're not. When you do the scoring tool, you kind of are left to kind of cut, and you're not for sure what you're kind of cutting. So pencil might be a good idea to do. It's not hard to use and then erase. You will find your own technique and do what's comfortable for you. Like I said, once you start doing something that is comfortable for you, you will start liking crafting, and you will do it more. So I say play with it and learn your item that you spent all this money on, and learn it, perfect it, have fun with it. So we are gonna go around this one again. The black, I don't think we're gonna have to cut too much. So, and then if you want to use your scoring tool, put it in, go around them. Same way with the pencil. So you're just gonna pretend that this is a pencil. So let's take this off. And we are going to cut. Keep your bigger pieces for scraps for later. I'm gonna cut this one. Like my artist eraser a little bit better than the eraser on the pencil. Seems to erase a little bit better, and when you're using it on white, the eraser is white, so it doesn't get any of that red eraser discharge. So I do like using the artist one, and I got this one from Michael's, I believe, in the artist section. So you just want to go through and erase all your lines, which you can see. See inside here, there's lines, so you want to erase all those. Try to keep your eraser bits inside the card. And what I do is once I get done here with this, since it's a lot of little eraser discharge or bits or pieces of the eraser, I will pick it up like this and I will dump it in my garbage. And then I will just wipe off my table, make sure that all the eraser parts are off. So we want to make sure the card folds. It does. So your inside is going to be black and blue. So your blue will sit here. And I like to look to see if I need to fix it, which is, this blue is a little wonky. So I'm going to trim it up quite a bit. So that looks kind of good. So I'm going to put that inside like that. I do see one side that I don't like. So my crafting motto is keep going until your eyes are happy. Once your eyes are happy, then you're happy. Then your project will make you happy. So I say go until your eyes are happy. So if you think it's straight, you do what makes your eyes happy. So that one looks pretty good. This one looks a little wonky, but I think we're gonna be able to do it. Okay. So you're welcome to use any kind of adhesive that you want. Another one pops right up. What I need to do is put this on a straight edge. There we go. Mix together. And for people that like to use this glue and not the adhesive, just draw yourself a little rectangle around your thing, corner to corner, side, side, a couple little strips, and that should be enough to hold it in place. Slide your thing down to a corner, straight edge, and we are going to drop. Okay, that's the inside of the card. I'm going to do the outside. And you can also do the inside of these too. So you don't have to limit yourself to just the inside and the back side. So we're going to start with our blue. Line it up. And then we're going to take our black, and this goes right inside. Like that. Glue that down. Take your other blue and your other black, and you're going to glue that down. So let's do it. For time, I'm going to just kind of use liquid glue. So let me go ahead and put it on top of that so I don't put this on there. Try to match them as best as possible. Okay. Find your straight edge. Okay. We're going to put that right on the edge. Try just a little bit, and boom, we are stuck. All right, we are down. So give your card a good so far that's our card. So I did finish the Curvy Gatefold card, which is from the Blue Template Library from Crafter's Companion. It is page number 6, and this is the recipe card. This is their project that they finished, and here's the back of the card that has the recipe. This is the Gatefold card before you decorate it. These are the 2 colors that I chose to do my above project with. Off camera, I did finish the whole entire card. I did mention it was a graduation card. So I am a big crafter that says you work until your eyes are happy. Once your eyes are happy and you're happy, your project comes alive and you get more creative. When we started out, this is what we had when we left off, and it went from just those 2 things to I added the splash of this, and I will show you the finished card. So again, this is a graduation card. This, and the inside, I did get creative for Fabrica. That is the file from there for SVG for my cutting machine. The tassel I made along with the little eyelet. So this is my finished card, and I did finish it. The person that is getting this card is graduating from Wayne State. Congratulations. She knows who she is. A big shout out to her. She worked really hard. So this is her graduation card. The next step that we're going to do, we are going to create an envelope. If you take out your violet, go all the way to number 29, I believe it is. It's going to be for a 6x4 card envelope. And we are going to make that. You want to measure your card. So our card is 6 inches high, 4 inches wide. So you're going to need an envelope that's 6x4. Exactly what that envelope is for. So you want to get your paper that you want to use for your envelope. You want to open up to your page that you need. This is going to be 29. You can remove this from here, but I do notice that the cards, when you move them too much, they start to fray a little bit, and I'm afraid later on, after using it so much, because I have a feeling I'm going to be using this one a lot, it's not going to hold. So I'm going to leave my recipe card in. I'm going to fold my book backwards, and we're going to go from there. So we are going to need number 29 out of our library, our template library. So we're going to go all the way to number 29. 27, 28, 29. So here's 29, and all you can, these ones you can actually remove. The plastic is thick enough for you to remove. So you want to remove this, and it will tell you right at the top, if I can get it to cooperate with me. Right at the top, it's going to show you that you need a 12 by 12. For envelope base, you will need a 12 by 12 sheet. Envelope mat, you'll need another 8.5 by 11. And then decorative elements, you'll need another sheet. This is going to be the inside. This way you can write on the back side. The back side's a little bit smoother, so I can be able to write on it. And so we're going to do our envelope on this side. Just the card that you've made, you can lay inside here. This is a 6x4 card. This is for a 6x4 card envelope, so this will fit perfectly if we follow directions. No modifying needed. So let's get started. So you want to make sure that you are going to use all of this paper. So go ahead and secure it. I like to find a line. Put my paper on the line, square it up, and we're just going to trace along the lines. I think you do need a regular size pencil. I'm finding that mechanical pencils are not fitting in. My household only has mechanical pencils. I don't think we have real lead pencils. But I do find when I'm using these, the lines are a little bit wonky and they're not quite straight. So I do like to use my scoring tool to go in through here. but I am, for video purposes, I am showing everyone how to use a pencil. This is going to be the inside of the card, so I'm not too worried about erasing any lines or anything. I'm sorry, the envelope. I'm not too worried about erasing any of the envelope. So we are going to score here, 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 here. The first lines we're going to score. The reason for the second line is, I believe, for a boxed card. So if you have a really thick card, you would score here, and you would score here and here. That would give you that thick little thing so your card would fit. And then score, 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 score. Another thing too is if you want to do the pencils on the outside so you can cut, and then scoring with these on the inside, that will work also. So we are going to remove this now, and we are going to cut. So I'm not for sure if you even need this little notch, because I don't think we're going to notch it. So I think I'm going to just fold it and probably cut that notch off. This envelope is for tucking purposes. You can go ahead and tuck. I'll show you a picture. You can tuck while you, instead of gluing, I'm just going to glue. I'm going to use double-sided tape. I do have blue envelope stuff to put on an envelope if I was going to be holding on to it, but I'm just going to use double-sided tape today. Okay. And if you look right here, it shows that the envelope can be tucked inside. I'm sorry, right here you can tuck it, but we're not going to tuck today, so I might just cut that off. I might just cut straight. It's not going to hurt the envelope at all. It's still going to seal. Okay, once we do that, you can look back at your instructions. It is cut out. It tells you to go ahead and score, which we've already done our scoring when we were drawing. So, and it shows you how to do it this way. So we are just going to fold our scored lines. Fold another score line. We're going to fold this score line up. Get out your bone folder, or even your scissors will do. If you want to use the edge of your scissors, you can do that. Sometimes it will leave a blue color, so just be careful. This is white, so just know that some of your scissors might rub off on there, but if it's the only thing that you have, you can use that. I'm just going to do that. We're going to give this a good fold right here. We're going to use our bone folder again. There's our completed envelope. Simple, easy to do. So now if you want to look at your template again, you can cut the inside of this again and do a matte layer with that. If you want it to be decorative, you can go ahead and do cut out another sheet of brown maybe, or even this could go on top since that's the card, and you can put this on top right here, and it would just cover the inside of this envelope. So if you want to do it that way, I am going to leave it plain. So all I'm going to do is get I want to make sure my card fits first before I start gluing. So we're just going to take the card and we're going to slide it in. Make sure it fits. Make sure I don't need to box anything. Nope, fits perfectly. So let me go ahead and secure it with my double-sided tape. That should hold it. You don't want to put anything here because then it would stick to your card. So you just want to do the outsides. So I think that will do it. We'll put one little piece right here just for extra strength. never have too many stickies. Stick away. Just gonna fold up. Give it a good thing. Find something heavy. To place on there. So we're gonna let that work for a second. Clean up our mess. I'm not gonna put anything. I just put some weighted items on here just to kind of hold that glue. I am not gonna put anything decorative on the envelope right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and slide our card in. And again, that is of 6x4 envelope. Oops, sorry. 6x4 envelope. And all that. And then all I would do is put some tape on the top right there. So here's our envelope. So our card that we started off with to the card and envelope that we finished with. I hope this inspired you to do something crafty. Thank you for watching, my Craft Along buddies. If you loved what you saw today, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, lots of love, and see you soon.